Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as Total Organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 570 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Albert. And he is our Total Organist student now. He writes, Dear Vidas, I was browsing on your website and just have a couple of questions. I just want to know if I were to subscribe to your program, there are two things I want to develop. My technique, left and right hand manuals and both feet pedal playing, sight reading, and learning hymns faster. What kind of materials will I expect to improve these from your programs? Also, I currently have a 61-key Hammond Organ keyboard and a 20-note Hammond Pedal. Will this be enough for me to make use of a program to achieve my goals? Thanks, Albert. Well, first of all, I wrote an email afterwards to Albert with the suggestion that he would become a Total Organist subscriber, so he did subscribe to the program, which is very nice. Hopefully he will get out of it, a lot of things from this program, like many other people are doing. But to answer his question, Osha, what do you think? Sight reading, for example. A lot of people seem to enjoy my sight reading master course.
Yes, I think that's a great course based on the Bach's Chart of Fugue. And if you can manage that, then it definitely will help you to learn hymns much faster.
Exactly, yes. Although his primary objective is playing hymns, maybe through sight reading real organ pieces, he will gain additional skills that will enable him to play real organ music later on. You see, when people say they want to learn hymns faster, they don't necessarily mean that real organ music is not interesting to them. Maybe they don't have the direct practical application to organ music, let's say during liturgy. But imagine if you were a church organist, Osha, and you could play something from the real organ repertoire. Would you sometimes play it? Would you do it?
Of course I would do it.
As a prelude, as a postlude? Why not, right?
Or during communion.
There are thousands of organists who don't do this, and actually the services then become a little much more boring, I think, service playing.
I remember, when I was serving as an organist in Lithuania before, our studies at the United States, I would mostly hate the time of Advent and of Lent because it was the hardest time for organists in Lithuania because you were not allowed to play solo organ repertoire during the Mass.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to sing a lot because most often churches could not afford to have a choir or a soloist that would lead congregational singing, so the organist would have to do it. And it was tough, really. after singing entire mass and know all the hymns during communion and the opening, hymn, ending hymn, it was really hard.
I think it's unfortunate sometimes that people don't play real organ repertoire or improvise, let's say, more sophisticated stuff, because after a while you get used to playing hymns. You know all the hymns in your hymnal after a few years, and the cycle continues. You continue playing that in circles, and you no longer improve, actually, and it becomes boring not only for, let's say, musicians who visit your church as a members of the congregation or listeners, but to yourself as well, because you're no longer improving. And I really recommend making use of your sight reading skills, and little by little starting to play preludes and postludes and even communion pieces if there is a time for that in your congregation.
What about technique? Do you think your courses are useful, in developing technique of hands and pedal?
Well, I have this pedal virtuoso master course, which of course includes pedal scales and arpeggios over 1 octave and 2 octaves. This is really great course for improving ankle flexibility, which is the secret of perfect pedal technique.
And what about, manual part?
For manuals, I have left hand training and two-part training. Those two courses are based on Bach's trio sonatas. I transposed all those trio sonatas into all the different keys, and in the first course, left hand training, I present them as just one single melody. So for people who want to improve left hand, they can practice with left hand, but it's not necessarily limited to that. You can practice with the right hand the same melody, maybe 1 octave higher. You can even play with your pedals the same melody. It would be more complex, but it's possible, because let's say in trio sonata there are 3 parts: soprano, middle part, and the bass. I present all 3 of them in order, in a specific order, to play for a single voice for left hand. So there is no let's say there isn't any limitation for you to omit pedal playing for this. You can make it as a complete left hand, right hand, and pedal playing course out of it if you want. And then comes two-part training. Two-part training includes also different keys, transpositions, but only for 2 voices, for left hand and right hand, or for right hand and pedals, or for left hand and pedals, you see.
So I guess this course would be really beneficial for Albert's needs.
Yeah, sure.
And when he asks, if his organ is sufficient to practice these courses, what would you say about it?
With manuals, there is no problem with 61 keys, obviously enough. But with 20-note pedals, 20 note, 2 octaves is 24 notes, or maybe 25 notes if you want up to treble C, right? So 20 note would be what, up to tenor G or something?
It's from C to G.
C to G.
It's an octave and a half.
So you still can practice all those courses, but you sometimes have to drop either one note or one motive or entire phrase 1 octave lower, depending on which is more musical.
So you have to adjust a little bit,
and adjust your pedaling as well. Sometimes if you drop a high note to the lower octave, it's no longer useful to play it with the right foot. Maybe left foot has to take over.
But still you can learn a lot, even having such an organ with a short pedal keyboard.
Definitely. Yes, so I hope this will be useful to Albert and everyone else who is looking to improve their technique. So Total Organist is doing what it says to do, to try to develop total organist skills. Whatever you want to become, you can become with Total Organist program. And not only that, it's not limited. You can do music theory, harmony, and also improvisation things. You really will become a complete musician, right, Osha?
Yes.
Thank you, guys. This was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.